Hey guys, it's been really long since I have done a YouTube video, and today I have something really interesting, something really new, and something that a lot of people do not know about. So I came across this product about 3 months ago. I mean, I knew about it for the past year, but I never made an effort to try it or something. But finally I got my hands on this product, and this is called a menstrual cup. Okay, and this is called a premium menstrual cup, and this is what I'm currently using right now. And there are a lot of these products available online. I got this from Amazon, and the pricing starts from about 200 rupees and it goes up to 1,000 rupees, or maybe two or three, or I think 5,000 also. The most expensive one is about 5,000. Also, it depends on the branding, the marketing, the quality, and everything else. But because I was going to try something new. I did not want to invest in something very expensive, so I looked up Amazon, and I selected the cheapest option because I wanted to know. I did not know if I would like it or no, so that's why I chose this brand. I mean this product, and fortunately it has worked for me, and I'm really loving it. So I would like to give a brief about this in detail. Sorry. So what? See, now I do not want to focus a lot on how you're supposed to use it, and what what are the different kinds of ways you can do it. So for that you can go on YouTube and find out about it. There are a lot of videos which gives you a clear idea. I want to talk and focus about other things that are preventing women to use this. Okay, first and the most important is the lack of awareness. Okay, so now people did not know that these things have been in the market for about 10 years. Okay, I got to know it through Instagram. Okay, and I got to know it about a year ago, and it took me more than 6 to 7 months to finally make up my mind to buy this product. So I've been a tampon user for over 7.5, 8 years, I think more than that. I started using tampons way before it was available in India, because I was very allergic to the sanitary pads that were available, and because of that my aunt had to get it from abroad, and then I started using a tampon. And I thought till recently that tampon was the best invention, but sadly no, it is not. A menstrual cup is way better than that. Now there are a lot of people who are telling about this, but I am telling it to you with my personal experience. Okay, so one is the lack of awareness. Like, a lot of people do not know that such a thing even exists, and the most easiest way to get it is buy it through Amazon. Okay, and there might be other brands which I'm not very sure, but Amazon is the best. Now the second one is fear. Okay, a lot of people, like even my close friends, are very scared in using this product. But let me tell you, fear is something that will prevent you from doing a lot. Okay, now I think, okay, I feel and I know that investing on a product like this is not a bad investment, and it will not cost you more than 300 rupees. So the best way to fight fear is actually facing it. So the least you can do is buy it, figure it out, use it, and see if it suits you or no. Then come to a point. Like, there are a lot of people who do not even want to use it. Okay, do not even want to try, because the very fact that it is going to be entering your vagina and it's going to be there for a long time is itself scary, and I understand that. Okay, but fortunately because of my nursing background and and I'm all about experimenting, so I did not have that problem. So if anything, something new and something that I'm interested comes, I am one person who will definitely try. So a lot of you have a lot of misconceptions and fear that's running in your mind, and the only solution for that would be to go and buy it, use it, and then come to a decision. Okay. The next thing is uh, trying out. Okay, like the very fact of going out of your way and out of your comfort zone and trying something new is itself a big way of knowing whether it is good for you or not. Okay, I still have people who tell me that, oh my god, I can't use a tampon, and then there are people whom I know that who have switched on to a tampon and say that it's the best thing ever. So I'm sure that y'all will even think of this also to be the same way. The thing is, it's a little tricky. Okay, it's a little tricky, but the only way to sort that out is practice. Okay, the only way to sort that out is practice, and you have to find the suitable method of insertion. Okay, now that is what I would tell when it comes to a fear of trying out something new. Now these are the main things that we need to focus. Okay, and there are other technical things, like a lot of questions like, does it leak? Okay, there one of the questions that I got is, there is an air hole, so will the blood come out from the air hole? And when we remove it out from the when we remove it out from the vagina, is there a leak? Okay, and for how long can you use it? And all those things. So let me just give you a brief of it. Okay, so this is called a menstrual cup. Okay, this is how it is, and I've used this cup for, like, I think twice now, and it comes with a tail like this. So I have cut the tail off, and it is not sharp at all, because the tail was kind of a little irritating for me, so I cut it off, and it has become much more easier for me. Now this when you it is advisable that you sterilize it. Now sterilize it is not a big deal at all. Okay, so take an old vessel which is in your kitchen, fill it with water, put this inside that, and boil for till the boiling point. And once it's done, you just remove it out, dry it, and keep it in the box, in wherever it is suitable. And it is advisable that before and after the period you do that, so that all the germs that are accumulated is sterilized. Now when it comes to an air bubble, air dot, see, this is how small it is. So there is no chance for the blood to come out of it, because this part will be suctioned to your vagina like this. So there is no chance for the blood to come out, because the blood will be accumulated here. Okay, the blood will be accumulated here, and once this is inside your vagina, when it is time for you to remove it, what you have to do is put your fingers, put pressure here, so that the vacuum escapes, and then it is easy for it to come out. Now that's the way you remove this. Okay, now if you are an unmarried woman, then I would suggest you to buy a smaller size. And if you are a married woman, and if you are sexually active, and if you are a mother, I would suggest you to buy a larger size. Okay, now our cervix differs from size to size. Okay, so you never know how big your cervix is unless and until you try. So just to be on the safer side, if you want to bring a bigger size, you can bring, but for a first time user, I would suggest you to bring a smaller size, and then if it fits you well, then you can bring a bigger size. The next thing is way of insertion. Now for this there are about, I think, 10 ways of inserting. So for me, the best method is the 7-fold. this method, and then you put it up, and once you put it up, it will automatically open, and then it will get suctioned into your cervix, and then it will be there. After you put it there, you can just press it down and see if there is what to say, if it is secure or no. Now, about the leakage, if the placement is not right, there are chances for it to leak, and if the placement is right, then there are no chances for it to leak. Having said that, if it is your first day, there would be already some blood which would be around your vagina, so there are chances for that blood to be bleeding, and you can misinterpret it as the leakage from the actual cervix. So give it some time. The second day, if you have placed it right, you will not have bleeding, okay, because the blood that is remaining in the vagina is all flushed out. Just to be on the safer side, you can put a panty liner or a pad down to see how well this works for you. Now, the most important thing is, this is a foreign body inside your body, okay, and your body will take its own sweet time to get adapted to the to this cup. Now, all that you need to have is patience. Give your brain, give yourself, give your body time for it to accept it. What many people do is, they do not have the patience. They do not have the patience. They do not have the time to spend so much to experiment and work on it. I took 2 days to actually get a hold of insertion into it. I took 2 days, and the third day when I got a hold of it, there was no looking back. Like, I didn't even have to put a panty liner because there was no leakage at all. I change it every 6 hours, but you can keep it for more than 15 hours. I do sleep with it in the night, and I've had the most driest period ever, and I'm so happy with it. And yeah, all that I would say is, just have patience, give your body time to accept it. Don't lose hope, and don't just say it is not meant for me, because if I can do it, then anybody can do it, okay. Now many people have these doubts, like, is it hygienic? It is really hygienic because of various factors. First of all, our vagina is not a sterile organ, okay. It is a clean organ, so you don't have to worry about the sterility. You don't have to think that, when you put your hands inside, whether there are germs that are going in. There could be a possibility, so just wash your hands before and after use. Also, is it painful when you remove and put it out? So it is a foreign body, it is something different, it is something new. It will obviously be a little uncomfortable, it will obviously become a little painful. For me it wasn't, but it was definitely uncomfortable the first time I used it, okay. But then you will get used to it. You will really get used to it, and you will start sinking into the process the way it comes, so you don't have to really worry about it. And in case you are really not convinced about it, in spite of trying 2 or 3 methods, then you're free to switch on to the other method. But the most important thing is to give it a try, see if it suits you the best, and then make a decision. And first, work on your mental process. See if you're really prepared for it. Watch a lot of YouTube videos, read articles on what to say, on the internet. Just do your research properly. I took 6 months to make a decision, and it's a lifetime investment. They say 10 to 15 years also, but I don't think I will use this for another 10 years or something. Maybe I will change in a year or so. And yeah, that's about it. And do let me know if you have any other questions. I will try to answer them in the comments box or on Instagram. So that's about it. I was able to answer your questions, and I know it was all over the place, but I think I covered everything that I had to say. So All the best, and let me know if you are going to try it or not. Take care. Happy periods.